right, welcome. We're ready for learning goal number 2, and this time we're going to talk about finding the area of a rectangle in a square. So if you can make sure to remember to write this down at the top of your page in your math journal, that would be wonderful. Alright, so I can find the area of a rectangle and square. Vocabulary, again, we're just looking here. A rectangle is a parallelogram with 4 right angles. It also has opposite equal sides. Here's a nice picture to represent that. And here's a square, a rectangle with 4 equal sides. And once again, this is review, so you don't have to write these down unless you find that really helpful. This is the vocabulary that we do want you to write down, though. Area is the space that an object covers. So make sure you get that down. Here is a nice picture just to show what we mean by that. Area is basically just what we see here. How much space does it take to cover up this object? Now we could count it out and count all these little squares, but there's an easier way. We can just look at the length and multiply that by the width, and we should get an answer. So in this case, we have 5 square centimeters, or we have 5 centimeters for squares across here, and then 3 down. So 5 times 3 equals 15. Are we done? We're missing something, aren't we? We have square centimeters here. So now we are done.
Hold on. When we did perimeter, it was just centimeters. It wasn't square centimeters. So why is that there?
Good question. If you notice, what we're dealing with here is a 2-dimensional object, and we're just multiplying the length times the width. And so in that case, we have to show that looking at 2 different dimensions. So another way that we can look at it is with this little 2 here. You could also say 15 centimeters squared, and that little 2 sort of gives you that reminder.
So the 2 dimensions are shown as the little 2 on there.
Yes.
And you just call that square.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Good question.
Sweet.
So the formula is nice and easy. Length times width.
Easy peasy. All right, let's try another one. So that's not so bad. Let's see if we can get another one solved. In this case, we have another rectangle, and we have the equation right in here for you in case you forgot. But we've got our 6 inches and our 3 inches. Our length is 6, our width is 3. So again, the equation is length times width, so my length is 6 times my width of 3. So if I multiply 6 times 3, I just get 18. So my area is now 18. So, don't want to forget our label. So you will see that often you'll see it either written out square inches, abbreviated square inches, or if you remember before, you could also see it with that little mini 2 there. So you would say this the same way, 18 square inches or 18 inches squared. So when you're doing area, don't forget that. That's a really important part. Okay. Now you are going to have 2 problems to try and solve, and we're not going to give you the answers until we get to class and see how you do. So there are 2 shapes coming up that we want you to find the area of. So what would the area be for these? Now you do not have to draw out the shape unless you are a visual person and you want to, but we do want you to show your work, and we really want to make sure that you label your answer. So find the area of those shapes. And for a gold star today, find the perimeter of those shapes too. Think back to what we did in the last video.
You're going to have to apply what we learned before.
I know. It's shocking, right? So for your bonus, find the perimeter of both shapes too. And remember, not all the dimensions are given to you. So think about what we talked about last time. Okay, good luck. And once you're done solving these, don't forget your summary and your question. And we'll see you later.